Don't tell them that you're paying cash. Don't tell them you have a trade-in. Don't tell them anything. Don't tell them anything. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joy. I'm a nurse practitioner living here in Houston. I make content about nursing, living here in Houston, and how to achieve your goals. If that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead and push that subscribe button and let's get into the content. As y'all can see, I am filming from my new car. I'm so excited. Like, I got a 2025 Toyota XSE and I'm just like, I love my new car, y'all. I love it. I'm gonna give y'all a car tour at the end, but basically I'm making this video because my TikTok went viral and everybody is in the comments asking me, how did I get my car? How did I get my car? I'm here for it. I'm giving y'all the information. Today, you're gonna learn how I got my car and how you can get your car. So basically, like I said before, I had a 2020 Audi. I did like my Audi, but it was very small, and where I put my cup, girl, like it literally would be up against the screen. Like I wouldn't be able to do anything. It would turn my heat on. It would turn off my heated seats. Like it was a mess. So basically, luxury car with none of the luxury things. And so I knew I wanted a new car. I told my boyfriend I wanted a new car, and he's in sales, and so he helped me, y'all, because when I got my car, when I got my Audi, you know, I just went by myself. I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I'm literally just a girl, okay? So I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't do any research before. I just went in there and got the car. And, you know, like I said, Audi, it's a good car, but it wasn't my dream car. It didn't have all the things that I wanted. And so I was stuck in this car. At least I felt like I was stuck in this car. On top of that, I was upside down on my loan because when I went and bought my car, they added $10,000 worth of extra things that I didn't need for my car. I'm talking about all different type of packages and stuff, but I'll get into that. But that's the reason why I was upside down on my loan, on top of the fact that they overcharged me. So I just thought I was stuck in that car. I thought, you know, I just got to deal with it, pay it off, and this is how it's going to be. But that is not the truth, okay? If you're getting a car, put down below in the comments, claiming it. 2025 is your year. You're getting a car that you want. Are you getting out of that car that you bought and you don't want it anymore? Put a comment and let me know what kind of car you're getting, that you're getting it, you claiming it for this year. And come back and let me know if my video is helpful after you get your car. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into the details. How did I do it? Okay, the first thing you're going to do is go in your mirror and practice how to say no. You're going to need to know how to say no over and over and over again, and especially to men, because they're going to be talking to you and they're going to be saying these things really fast that make you feel like you need to do X, Y, and Z. So practice saying no over and over again in the mirror. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, it's going to be helpful. Second thing I'm going to need you to do is go ahead and grab a pen and piece of paper, because you're going to write all these things down that I'm telling you, and you're going to be ready. You're going to be ready. So next, you're going to be able to go and test drive your car. After you research what kind of car you want, go ahead and look at the dealerships, see which dealerships in your area has that car, and pick the closest dealership to you, and then just go test drive the car. Make sure that you like the car. You know, take your cup with you. Make sure that your cup fits in the cup holder, because that was my problem. You know, take that with you. Drive on the highway with the music down, see if it's loud. You know, these are the things that was bothering me about my Audi. This is the reason why I'm telling you to do these things. But turn the radio all the way up, see how loud it goes. Sit in your back seat, see if you have room back there. Open up that trunk and see if it's too little, okay? Do all those things. Like, really take your time. Film the car so that you can go home and watch it and make sure that you don't see anything that you hate about the car, okay? Do that. When you go test drive the car, they're going to try to sell you the car that day. So what do we talk about already? You're going to practice saying no on your first person, okay? This is your no. And they're going to give you the price of your car. They're going to ask you, like, does this price work for you? What is your budget? How much do you make? What type of car payment do you have now? Are you going to trade in a vehicle? These are all the questions that they're going to ask you when you go test drive that car. Keep saying no. Don't tell them any information. If they ask, what kind of payment are you looking for? Well, I don't really have a number yet. What is your budget? I'm not really sure what my budget is going to be yet. Okay? Don't give them any information. They're going to come to you with a sheet. On the sheet, it's going to have a price of your car and all the fees and everything they want to add on there, your down payment, all those things. It's going to have that stuff on there. You're going to tell them, I need a minute to look at this sheet alone. Ask them to step away for a minute. And when they do, take a picture of the sheet immediately. And then you're going to get up and leave. And the reason why I'm telling you you're going to get up and leave, because right now, this is just the information gathering stage, okay? They're going to try to make you have FOMO. They're going to try to tell you somebody else is test driving your car. Somebody's going to take your car. This is your car. You're supposed to have it today. Like, they're going to try to do all these things to scare the crap out of you. Do not fall for it. You're going to take your information that you gathered. You have your price now, and then you're going to leave. That's it. Don't tell them that you're paying cash. Don't tell them you have a trade-in. Don't tell them anything. Don't tell them anything. Then you're going to take that price and go to the next dealership. If you can do it that day, do it that day. If you don't have time, do it the next day. Like I said, this process is going to take a while. It took me an entire week to be able to finally get my car. Now that you have this information, you can go to the next dealership. They're going to have the same exact car. You go to the next dealership and then you tell them, I don't want to test drive the car. I want the out the door price on this Toyota. That's what you're going to say. I want the out the door price. Remember that. Out the door price. That means it's the price with everything included. It's all the fees. It's everything that they're going to charge you. The final price, what you're paying when you leave out the door. Okay. That's what that price is. You're going to ask for that out the door price. Now, remember, I told you in my TikTok, if you go get your car and you don't know how to buy cars, first you can watch my video, but then also you want to take your daddy or your zaddy, or you can take this man. Okay, this man is a man that made me educated, you know, besides my boyfriend. Before we went to go get my car, my boyfriend made me watch all of these videos. Like, I had so much homework to do with my researching. He sent me video after video after video. I was tired of watching them, but it made me feel like an informed buyer. This man is somebody's daddy, and he's teaching us how to buy cars. He used to own a dealership. So he said, you need to ask for the out the door price. I asked for the out the door price. Well, my boyfriend did. I actually just sat there and act like I knew nothing about nothing. And then I let him talk. But if you don't have a boyfriend, this is what you do. You ask for the out the door price. They're going to get real tense when you say that. Like, the whole vibe is going to change, okay? After you ask for that price, they're going to go get their manager. They're going to know that they're dealing with an informed buyer at this point. So they're going to go get their manager. Now, when the manager comes, he's still going to try to talk to you. Still going to ask you questions like, are you trading in the car? You know, what is your payment? What's your budget? Going to ask you all those things. You're still going to say nothing. All you want is the out the door price. Now, you can also call dealerships and ask for the out the door price. But me, I went into the dealerships. But, you know, do whatever works for you. You can go in or you can call. Sometimes they don't want to give you the out the door price over the phone. So I went in. Now, he's going to give you a sheet just like the first lady gave you a sheet. It's going to have the price of the car, which is the MSRP. That's not what you're looking for, though. Okay, that is not the out the door price. So those are two different things. It's going to have that at the top, and then it's going to have all these fees listed below it. LoJack, CarX, taxes, docking fee, other type of fees, all type of fees just listed under it. Like fee. And then at the end, it's going to have the final price they're trying to charge you. So he's going to give you that at first. And then you're going to say, I'm not paying for that. I don't want to pay for that. I don't want to pay for none of that. I just want to pay for the car. So when you tell them that, they're going to get a little upset. They're going to be like, well, wait a minute. You got to pay this. This you have to pay. Like, we put tinted windows on your car already. I don't want to pay for that. We put the JBL speakers in your car already. I don't want to pay for that. Well, these tires is already on your car. Like, you got to pay for it. I don't want to pay for that. I just want to pay for the car. And then they're like, well, we can't take the tinted windows off. No, you can't. But I'm only paying for the car. So what is the out the door price for the car? You're going to stick with that line. What is the out the door price for the car? At this time, things are heated. They're going to go back and forth to the office, back and forth to the office. You're going to sit there very calm, knowing that you can get your car at other dealerships, okay? This is not the only dealership. This is an information gathering stage. You're bargaining with the information that you gathered from the first place. So when they come back and they're like, okay, the out the door price is, I don't know, just pick a number. If the out the door price is $40,000, then you're like, okay, well, I went to the dealership up the street and the out the door price was $38,000. And they're going to say, what? And you're going to say, yeah, I went there yesterday and out the door price was $38,000. So can you get there? Like, what can you do to get there? And then they're going to try to bargain with you a little bit more, and they're going to try to get closer and closer to that price, maybe even get to that price. So if they get to that price, great. If they don't get to that price, the important thing to remember is that you have to say no and get up and walk away. So when we went to the second dealership, we got to the out the door price. The out the door price was exactly what I wanted. But then we got to, okay, if this is the out the door price, you're okay with this, I'm going to give you this piece of paper right now. He wrote a line and he asked me to initial it. You're going to buy the car today. You're going to initial that you're going to buy the car today. Sure, I'll initial it. Like, it's just a line, piece of paper. I'll initial that, fine. After they get you the out the door price and you're happy with that, they take off all those fees. I mean, it was thousands of dollars of fees on there. When they take those off, next, you're going to bring up your trade. You will not bring up your trade anytime before you get your final out the door price. Okay, you do not bring that trade up. And I forgot to say this, before you even go, you should research your car. You can go on Kelley Blue Book website, put in your VIN number. It's on the dashboard of your car. Just put the VIN number in and it will tell you what your car is worth. So then you have some idea what your car is worth. So when you bring up, okay, well, I'm going to trade in my car. So you bring that up and they're like, oh, okay. Let me get the VIN number of your car. Let me get your keys to your car so we can look at it. You know, they're going to say these things. And then they're going to come back to you with a number. Now, say you look on Kelley Blue Book and the value of your car is $18,000 and you owe $30,000 on your car. So now you're upside down on your loan, right? And the value of your car is 18, you owe 30. They're going to come back and offer you 15 for your car. And when they do that, you're going to tell them, absolutely not. Like, I know the value of my car is way more than that, okay? And they're going to say, well, what do you want? How much do you want for your car? Like, what's the value of your car? And this is when you tell them a number that's way more than what you saw on Kelley Blue Book. So my car is worth $18,000 on Kelley Blue Book. I'm going to tell them I want $22,000 for my car. Okay. Once you tell them you want $22,000, they're going to go back to the office to try to see if they can get that number. When they come back to you, they're not going to come back with $22,000. They're going to come back with more like $19,000 or $20,000. So that's going to give you an extra $2,000 towards the price of your new car. If you're okay with that amount, and they say they give you $20,000 and you owe $30,000. That means you'll have $10,000 left over that you owe on your car that'll get put on the price of your new car. So now you've already talked your car down, the out the door price down to $40,000, right? That $10,000 from your trade-in is going to go on top of that. So now that's going to put you at $50,000 for your car. I know. I mean, nobody wants to pay that, but I'm going to give you a tip at the end of this video to tell you how to bring that number down too. So just make sure you watch till the end of the video. Okay. And if this is helpful so far, go ahead and push that subscribe button, girl. Just push it. All right. So anyway, now we're here. They gave you $20,000 for your trade-in. You talked the out the door price down to $40,000. Now you have that $10,000 you're rolling over to your car. Your car is $50,000. So now when they bring you your new sheet, it's going to say $50,000 plus your taxes on there because you have to pay your taxes and registration. Okay, so it's going to have that on there. So now you're, $52,000. Say you're $52,000. These are not my numbers, just by the way. This is so it's easy for me to explain it to you guys. I'm not actually going to tell you how much my car costs, but I told you in the TikTok video that we got off $8,000 and that's what we got off. So anyway, at this point, if you guys both agree, great. if you cannot get the number that you need for that trade, if they're still just trying to give you bare minimum, nowhere near above what the car is saying on Kelley Blue Book, you need to be prepared to walk away and go to the next dealership, because you still have the information. The first dealership is going to be calling you in the morning. They're going to call you in the morning. Everybody's going to be calling you. They're going to keep calling you to try to get you to come in to get this car. So know that you have the power at this point. The car dealerships want that car off their lot because they pay the bank a finance charge every day that car is sitting on their lot. That's why they're really big on sign this paper today. You're going to walk out with this car today. You're going to buy the car today. It's because they want you to take that car. But you're not going to just take anything, because you already did that the first time. And now you're in this car that you hate and you're paying way more money for it. So now we're going to take our time and walk away if it's not serving us. So say it's just still going good. For me, it wasn't. So I had to walk away that night. And then I wait for the next day and go to the next dealership. It was a long process, but I'm going to lower this process for this video. So we got the price of the car. We got our trade-in value that we want. And now we tell them, and I'm going to finance through my bank. They're not going to be happy with this statement either. I'm trying to tell you, because this is how they make money. They make money by raising the price of that car, adding on all these dealer things, the speakers and the tires, and they add on the tinted windows. They add all that on to jack up the price of your car, and then they lower what they're going to give you for your trade, and then they get you through the finance. So before you even go to the dealership, you're going to go on your bank's website. This is what I did. I went on my bank website. I have 3 banks. I screenshotted the interest rate for the auto loan on all 3 banks. Some of the banks let me do like a pre-approval without checking my credit. The other ones didn't, but it had it broke down on the website, like what it was going to be for, 72 months, 84 months or whatever. This is what the interest rate would be. So that was pretty easy for me. I screenshotted all those, so I knew who had the best interest rate, which was my credit union. Okay, my credit union had the best interest rate. So I knew going in that I could have a 4.7 interest rate. So when I tell them I'm going to finance through my bank, I have a 4.7 interest rate. I will finance with you guys if you can meet it or beat it. At this point, they don't know that I haven't been pre-approved for this interest rate. They don't know that I just went on the website and looked up the interest rate. They don't know that. I just tell them, this is the interest rate I got through my bank. Can you meet it or beat it? And I say it that way because I don't know if I'm going to get the 4.7 through my bank either. I knew I would because my credit was good, but if you don't know your credit is good, you don't know for sure you're going to get that interest rate, hold your face and ask them to meet it or beat it. If they can meet it, go ahead and go with them, because you don't know for a fact you're going to get that through your bank. The main thing is we don't want to get all these inquiries and checking our credit for nothing if we're not using it. Okay. So if they can meet it, go ahead and go with them. If they can beat it, great. But if they can't, go ahead and try to apply through your bank, because you just never know. You might can get the interest rate through your bank. So go ahead and apply through your bank. That's what I did. I got the 4.7 because I knew I would. My credit was good enough to get that. And then it takes like a day. My bank said 12 hours to 24 hours to give me an answer. And it really took them like 4 hours. So I had to go home. I had to leave the car after all that work, after getting the price, after getting the out the door price, after getting the price for my car, my trade-in. I still had to walk away, y'all. And that was really hard for me because at that point I was too excited and I was trying not to show it because my boyfriend said, do not show them you're excited. So I was trying not to show it, and I was saying that we had to just walk away, but we had to walk away. Fine. After you come up with your price and your price for your trade, they're going to take you into the room to see the finance manager. And this is where the big bucks are made off you. And this is where they were made off me. Okay, when I got my Audi, they literally added $10,000 extra to my car. I'm going to tell you all the things they added onto my car. A service contract for $4,230. Road hazard coverage for $1,800. Paintless dent repair for $800. Appearance protection for $1,100. Did I use any of these things? No, I didn't use any of these things for my Audi. And when I went in for my Toyota, went in there to see the finance manager, he tried to tell me I was going to need protection for my windshield, protection for my tires, protection for my paint, maintenance protection, all these different packages, thousands and thousands of dollars he wanted to add on to my car. And again, all the way back to number one, I said no, 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 because I had practiced it. I knew how to say it. No. No, I don't want that. You don't want that? Are you sure you don't want to protect your windshield? No. My friend, he had a crack in his windshield. It cost $8,000 to get it fixed. No. If it's $8,000, I'm going to have to pay the $8,000. I'm not paying $8,000 extra on top of my car for no reason. Like, just say no to all those things. That's going to save you so much money from being added onto your car. That's the main reason I was upside down on my loan with my Audi, is because they added $10,000 extra, all that stuff to my car, and that's why I was upside down on my loan. So say no to all of that, and he's gonna be a little frustrated because he ain't making no money off you. He ain't doing the financing through you. He ain't getting none of these packages through you. I mean, he was still nice. Don't get me wrong. Everybody was still nice, but they ain't making no money off me the way they made that money off me when I bought my Audi, okay? And that's what's important to remember. We walked away. They did this little paperwork where they like hold the car for you, you know, until the bank approves your interest rate, which, okay, fine. So we did that, and then we had to just leave. So then I went home, and then I got the email I was approved for the 4.7. So then the next day I went to the bank, and, you know, I told them that I was approved for a car loan, literally sat down, gave me my ID. They gave me the check for my car, and then I took the check back to the dealership. When you come in with your check from the bank, you literally just give them your check and you're done. They're not going to ask you to buy more things because you have a check. Now you have to pay out of pocket, and they know you're not going to pay out of pocket an extra $10,000 for all these packages. So they're not even going to ask you. They're not even going to bother you. Like, just gave them the check, purchased my car, signed all the paperwork, and I had my car. Okay. You have your car? You're happy? Okay, girl. Let me tell you some other things that's going to help you save some more money. So all those packages I told you about that they added on to my Audi, I called the dealership the next day, the Audi dealership, and I canceled all those packages. Yeah, you can cancel all those packages right now before you even trade your car in, or you can cancel them once you trade your car in. If I was you, I would cancel all of them right now. You just call the dealership and they'll give you an email where you have to put it in writing that you want to cancel all these packages. And then if your car is paid off because you traded it in, they'll send the check directly to you. If you do it before you trade your car in, they'll send that to the bank and it'll take off the balance of your car that you already owe. So the $10,000 that extra that they added onto my car is going to be prorated, because it was for the life of my loan. And so the amount that I'll get back is a prorated amount. And that amount I'm going to use to put on top of my car loan that I just got. So that's going to knock my price down on my car that I have right now that I'm sitting in. Okay. So say I get $5,000 of that back, I can put that back on to what I owe for this car, which is great. Read your paperwork. It's in your paperwork. Go ahead and, get that canceled now. Another little tip, you can sell your car right now. You can sell your car to a dealership. Just go to the local dealerships, ask them for a price of your car right now, and they'll give you a price and you can sell it. That way you can just pay off the difference of your car if you want to just get out of it. You want to get out of it now? You can do that. And then that way you don't have to put what you owe from your old car on top of your new car. Either way it go, you're going to have to pay the amount that you borrowed. You're going to have to pay that back. But what I'm trying to tell you is you're not stuck in a car that you hate. You don't have to stay in a car that you don't want to stay in. You have options. Don't feel like you're stuck. Don't feel like you don't have options. You can get in your dream car. This is my car. I'm going to be in this car. I love this car. So just decide if you want to pay the $30,000 for a car you don't really like, or if you want to pay the $30,000 for a car that you love. Make that decision now. I had this car on my vision board and I got it. So good luck to you guys. I hope you're able to, work through it. Ask for that out the door price. Watch these videos that I tag down below. Take your daddy with you or your zaddy with you, and make sure that you do your research and make sure that you practice saying no. Okay. And thank you guys so much for coming to my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. Share this video with anybody you know who wants to buy a car or just a girl like me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I do that 3 more times again, I testify for you. I told her like you, that bitch like you. And all of them around you scared to do you. I'm not. As long as you joking now here for me, I ain't got it. Promise, keep me doing. I ain't your body. As long as you dreaming about me, ain't no problem. I don't got nobody just with you right now. Tell the truth, I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can us lose and miss the moment? You just too important. Nobody's like you do. I can't lose when I'm with you. I can just lose and miss the moment. Baby girl, you are so pretty.